Hey friends, this is Donnie over at 3F Farm. Happy Sunday to you. Thanks for coming back to check out the end of week 3 of our 10-week series, Spiritually Sufficient and Locally Sustainable. This week we've been talking about tools in our tool bag, and I think right now you can see one of the most valuable tools I have in my bag is my summer hat. You can see the sun just came out. We're officially here summer in Texas, so certainly you need to make sure you have the right tools for the job. We talked about having our spiritual tools this week. Obviously the power of prayer, what that does for us, and combine that with the power and understanding how to read the Bible, how to read God's Word. And if you're not a Christian, certainly having that holistic health for your spirit, being your mind, body, and soul, you need to make sure that you take care of your whole entire self. But for us, being spiritually sufficient means to live our faith, so that starts with prayer and reading the Bible. Also belonging to a small group, whether that's in your community, whether it's in your church, your neighborhood. And then we also talked about physical tools, you know, the power tools, the hand tools. And those are really going to be dependent on your sustainable strategy that we talked about in week 2. And so those tools are varied, but we shared with you some resources on what tools you need for specific jobs and how to build that up. And we also talked about having some mental health tools to make sure that you reset, that you recalibrate. I gave a shout out to Vince and Mary Blaze. That was an inside joke. It's actually Vince and Mary Ruiz. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I'll give you the proper shout out now. But really just to be able to take yourself, and when you're feeling run down, when you're feeling stressed out, when you're feeling overwhelmed and burdened, just to take a moment and have those tools to reset yourself are vitally important. And then also being able just to have friends and family are probably the most important tools for us to be able to have a sustainable strategy. We can do things for a certain amount of time. We can build a fence, we can grow some animals, but to be sustainable, you need to have reliance not only on God and our Creator, but also your friends and family. So we took the past few days and went to see our niece graduate down in South Texas and had a fantastic time, had a great party. So we're back at the farm now, getting at it. All the animals are safe. Our next door neighbor, she was very kind enough to take care of our animals. We take care of theirs when they go back home to Mexico. So again, it's just being locally sustainable, relying on your neighbors. Next week, we're going to be talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Not only is it one of my favorite groups, but it represents the elements. So in this journey, we started out talking about our mindset, and then we've talked about some skills and some knowledge that are also very valuable tools that you get from your experience, but also learning experiences from others. And so now we're going to put those two together into what's called tactics. So it's how you take your mindset and how you use your tools and your skills and your experiences to actually apply them to a situation. And from those 3 legs, we're going to build our successful, sustainable strategy. So stay tuned with us next week. We're going to be talking about the elements out here, how to manipulate and leverage the different elements that are around us to accomplish our vision and how we live out our mission. Be sure to subscribe to our social media for all the updates at 3F Farm TX, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a great weekend, and hopefully you get some air conditioning. I'm going inside to the AC right now.